Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to True Story Thursdays, greatest podcast in the world. You know who this is. This is the guy that sips on Mark Tears, the truth, the dad bod god, the bald, the beard, and the freaking beautiful Piers Austin. And tonight I'm joined by these other two sexy gentlemen right here. I've got Big Sarge Ethan Hughes, the one that drops cream pies like they're going out of style. And we've also, hey, man, I'm just shooting on this shit.
Just go for it.
And we got the man, the only Jimmy T from the PWC who sips on ladies' wee. He's ready to drop some facts here tonight, and we're going to be getting into it right effing now. Yeah, baby. Let's hit that intro. Pew, pew. Break it down like this. And I was like, really? Like, baby face? And the heels were going on. Dude, I thought he broke his neck. The greatest podcast in the world. What's going on, guys? True Story, greatest podcast in the world. And today, man, we got a lot of great shit to talk about, but what about that intro, boys? Like, straight out, man. I talked to you both, and I was like, man, I was trying to find the most vulgar shit to say, and it just sort of just came flowing out straight from the beginning.
From cream pies to girls' wee, whatever the fuck you said. Man, you threw me off. Oh, Chicks P, that's it. You threw me right off, dude. Seriously.
Hey, man, you're the one drinking Chicks P, and I don't know. It's crazy, bro. Bro, it's crazy. It's fun, and we got people in the live chat starting to come in. Shit, we got Adam Sandler in the live chat. That's pretty wild. But so what's been going on, boys? How you two doing?
God, you know what? I'm actually having a pretty good week. I'm actually kicking myself into a bit of a health kick this week.
Yeah,
aiming to do. I'm looking to do 13 weeks. See how I go. Try and drop a couple of kgs.
Nice.
So yeah. Try and get back in the swing of things. Like, I worked out this week my hatred of meal prep, because you prep and it only lasts you like a day and a half, and then you got to do it all over again. And then, like, the way I'm doing my diet is there is so much food involved in this thing. It's not funny. So I'm just sick of chewing. I'm sick of eating, and it's literally driving me up the wall. I woke up last night with a craving for sugar, which I haven't had since I was like 6, which was great, and had a withdrawal headache for all night, which was great. So I'm having a great day. How you guys doing?
Bro, I'm good, man. You know what? Like, I just finished up doing Dry July the other week, right? And now I'm doing Blackout August, where it's like, yep. I'm just living on that supermodel diet, baby. Cocaine, wine, champagne, and cigarettes. Like, let's just fucking go. Yeah, man. Excellent. What about you, Jimmy? What's been going on in the PWC land, bro?
I've been good, man. Fucking speaking of PWC stuff, even though I've been doing all these shows for HMG, and there's a new one coming up actually with myself and Big Ray Hernandez in about 2 weeks. But I was just listening to you and about the diet, man. I've been losing weight, putting on weight for years, bro. You know how hard it is for me to keep it off. I have to straight up be active no matter what. Otherwise, I'll just pile it back on.
Tough. It's tough. Like, you got kids?
Nah, lucky me, I don't have kids.
Yeah. Like, the tough thing with us at the moment is I don't get to go to the gym till the kid goes to sleep. So
really?
I don't get into the gym until like 9:30, and then I'm still up at like 5:30 every morning. So
damn,
it's great.
Well, at least that motivates you, but you know what I mean, to do stuff at the same time.
Oh, that's it. Like, I'm 38. You know what I mean? I need to start being able to keep up with my kid, keep up with life, and just get on top of it, man.
Bro, I need to quit the cigarettes, man. Like, I'm 42, and I'm just like, bro, I need to get rid of these things. Like, even when I smoke, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, this is so disgusting and shit. Like, I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's the same sort of shame as like when you fuck a really ugly chick back in the day, and then you just feel really like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, she's dirty, you know,
it's a bush pig, right?
Yeah. Like, you know, it's like real disgusting and shit, bro. And it's like, that's the feeling I get now every time I have a cigarette. Like, I just, yeah, I mean, just this shame, bro.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
Like
sorry,
when
go for it.
no, sorry, just quickly with the smokes, is it like do you miss like are you pushed by the nicotine, you reckon, or it's just
I think
the
it's more the habit.
movement, like just the pick up holding? Because I went through the same issue when I quit smoking, and it was I switched to shuffling playing cards, and I had to
Wow.
cut that out. Yeah, so I would just start. I would just have a deck of cards, just shuffling all day. I'd go through so many decks because I would just get full of hand oil and grease and all that sort of stuff. But then I got told I had to cut it out because apparently it's antisocial. Spending 6
Come on.
hours a day
Really?
shuffling cards in front of customers.
I mean, last time I tried to quit smoking, bro, I just thought I'd jerk off every time I needed to have a cigarette. But apparently, HR called me into the office. It's not appropriate to do at my desk. So,
Well, at your desk, yes, but that's what they have restrooms for. So
Wow.
you might as well rest in your restroom. Yeah.
Well, speaking of ciggies, funny enough for me, growing up, I used to be against ciggies, man. No shit. Both my parents smoked, though, unfortunately. So eventually I did start smoking, and now I'm 41 now, so I've been smoking shit. Probably just under 30 years, maybe 25 years, 26, 27 years. That's a long time, man. And I just can't picture me quitting, but I have cut down a lot, weird enough. And you brought up before about is it the nicotine or just a habit, but I think it's the habit. Like straight up, for me, it's the habit. Because even with the vape, I tried the vape as a substitute. It really makes me froth even more for a cigarette, to be honest with you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think it's the nicotine. I totally think it's the habit.
yeah, bro. Like, I find, like, if I was more when I drink beer, like, I've actually just, been more of a wine drinker as of late. And it's like, not a lot of wine. Like, I'm not like drinking myself stupid every night, but like, I mean, I find myself at the moment, like, I've been in a health kick and I have like a glass of red wine every night, just a glass. Like, I'll just sit on it while I'm watching TV with the wife, and that's supposed to be good for you as well. You know what I mean?
Apparently a glass of red a day is supposed to be pretty good for you.
That's true.
But let's be honest, who stops at one glass? That's where the problem for me lies.
Oh, bro. It's
next
like,
thing you know, you've finished the bottle and you've finished a bottle of Fireball to go along with it.
hey, man, the Fireball. Hey, Jimmy, you know what? You missed out, bro. Like, what was that? Like 2 months ago, Sarge?
It was the week after WrestleMania. It was the worst morning of my life.
So we did like one week we did WrestleMania predictions the week before Mania. And then, like we said, we'll do the following week, and whoever throws in super stickers, any predictions we get wrong, they will predict the punishment. And we actually, I think I still got the banners up here, bro. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. So it was $3 for one shot, $5 to eat a lemon, $7 for 3 shots, $10 to eat 5 Takis, and $15 to do 5 shots. So, bro, in the first 10 minutes, someone had donated like $45, and Sarge was just like, yeah, I'm not going to drink that much. And after the first 5 shots, bro, he was just, he actually was going on his phone and donating $15 so he could do 5 more. He didn't pull a 5.
No. Let me settle this thing on this. I was donating because you weren't keeping up with your shots. And
I was drinking Jack. I was drinking Jack Daniels.
And I'm still pretty certain you owe me 3 shots. So
I should have been the ref, because I don't drink, funny enough. So, I mean, I would have drank for that, though, no doubt about it. But I don't usually drink.
But
I should have been the ref.
I don't remember any of it happening, so it didn't happen.
Oh, bro. It was the most epic night of the podcast, bro. Like young Blake was on the podcast as well, bro, and he's just sitting there, and out of nowhere, Sarge just like takes the shirt off, and Blake's just like, "I'm all in with you, bro." As well. And I like look up, and these two motherfuckers are like half naked and shit, and I'm just like, "God damn, this stuff is getting wild and out of control, man."
Dude, this is what I love about your show, Piers, man. The fact that, like, no shit, when I was on a couple of weeks back, I seriously meant it when I said I had the most fun I've had on a podcast in a long time, man. Put it that way. And that's a special thing about this particular show. The fact that you just go into it and just do whatever and fuck around like that, I think it's pretty unique, and that's what makes this show so great.
But it's one of those things, Jimmy, like, you look at all of us, we're all, what, I'm 38, Piers is what, 40, 42. I'm guessing you're around the same boat as well.
I'm 41. So,
Right,
yeah,
mate. You know what? Life's too short these days. Like
sure is, man.
we're put on this planet for a certain amount of time, and like you got to make the most of it. If you're not having fun doing what you're doing, like, you might as well be at work. Like
Yeah.
we don't all have the pleasure of loving what we do every day. So
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, bro. And that's why, like, yeah, before we get into the show, I'll say something. I did a post yesterday and I basically, heard people talking shit about me and the content that I produce in the wrestling business here in Sydney. And bro, like what it comes down to, bro, is like, okay, cool, man. You've got wrestling going for you in your life and you have nothing else. And, the people that you look up to are about 38 to 40 years of age that have done nothing in their fucking lives except live in a van, deliver Uber Eats, and started OnlyFans. So, like, good luck to you and your fucking like, loser ass cronies. You know what I mean? Like, because as I said in my post, I see your shit come on the television or something, I turn it the fuck off. When you see my shit, you share it around and talk about it in your group chat. So thanks for watching, you bitch ass motherfuckers.
That's it, man. Any publicity is good publicity, even if they're bitching about it, man.
Hey, man, I don't give two fucks what anyone says about this shit, bro, because I'm the realest motherfucker there is, bro. I don't hold back. I say exactly what's on my mind. And if that upsets people, bro, well, you know what I mean? Here's my nuts. Go put them in your mouth. Go fucking hug that shit with your tongue, because I don't fuck about, bro. I talk the truth, and I love fucking going as hard as I can, bro. And I do it for fun. This is the shit that I do because fuck, bro, I get paid for this shit. Believe it or not, I make money. So the more you fucking watch and talk about it, the more I get paid.
It's all about the Benjamins, bro. Nah, but that's it. Fuck every cunt, man. There's always going to be haters at the end of the day, bro. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be, obviously the listeners that actually love and respect the show. But the haters are just there just to shit on shit because
they're jealous. They're jealous bitches, bro, that have no fucking, and that's the thing, bro. Haters, they always punch up. They never punch down, right? So even when they're bagging on something they're saying is crap, what's that really saying about them? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, bro, like, you know what I mean? If you're going to talk shit about someone and you're going to try and like squash someone down, you've got to be a bit fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You're punching up. You're not going anywhere down below, bro. So that's my take. But we got Big T in the house going, got a fat for
I don't blame you, T. It happens.
And then Devlin Disguise says, "Cue D'Lo Brown music. You're looking at the real deal now."
Start shaking the neck.
Oh my god, that is some crazy ass shit, bro. I love D'Lo Brown back in the day, man. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what I that really fucking popped me this week is that the French pole vaulter Anthony Ammirati.
What was his last name?
Ammirati.
Oh, I thought you said Hammerati there for a minute. I was going to say.
Bro, this guy's got a hammer on him, bro. Like, this guy has a fucking hog. He cost himself a gold medal because he has a giant cock. And I'm telling you right now, bro, like, that guy didn't lose anything, man. Like, if anything, he just showed the world. It's like, man, what can I do, bro? I jumped over that, man. My schlong was too fucking big. It hit the pole. Yeah. That was pole on pole action, bro. It was pole position.
Imagine the finish to that. Like, your kids turn around and you go, "Oh, Dad said, why didn't you win the gold medal?" Well, son, I went over the top. I have a giant penis, so it caught the bar, knocked it off. So I got hired by Brazzers, and that's how I met your mother.
Huge pump.
Nice. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like that, bro. Apparently, he got offered 250 grand from a porn site.
Really? Oh, no shit.
That's
good on him.
Like, bro, good on him. Bro. Like, like as a guy that also suffers from GSS, giant schlong syndrome. Like, I feel you, man. Like, but you know what? This is going out to Anthony. I'm going to tell you, bro. Like, in all honesty, bro, from one big dick bastard to another, bro. Like, just because you hung like a donkey doesn't mean you got to do porn, bro. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Aim high.
Aim high, literally.
Aim high and maybe tie it in a knot next time. You know what I mean? Or
Or just tape it to yourself or something.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. But there was also like there was also like a French like I don't know what's it called, diving. They do the dives and
French
shit.
stinkler.
Yeah.
No, bro, there was a French diver. It also was like blowing up apparently because he had like a huge wang, bro. So I don't know what they're feeding the French over there,
Wow.
bro. But they're like, oh, Pepe Le Pew, check out my pro.
Oh. Well, there must be. It's funny that you bring up France because just before we started doing the show, I was watching this documentary about how dirty France is and Paris in general. Like, I don't know what like, you know how we got the Yarra, right, for example, that goes to Australia, whatever. Here, they've, or over there, I don't know what it's called because it's some French name, but it's that dirty. They've found alligators in there, snakes. It's probably from, people's old pets and whatnot, all sorts of shit, man. And apparently everyone's been getting sick, man, over there. So I don't know if it's, Well, did you hear about the Australians that were getting jumped over there and stuff as well? I think we were bringing it up last time.
We spoke about it last time. There was a young Australian woman that got gang raped before this.
Right.
I mean, like, bro, fuck, that was a really bad transition, bro. We've gone from talking about giant cocks to fucking decaying animals to now gang rapes, bro.
It just made me think of that, man. But unfortunately, I think France is overrated, man. A lot of people say that have gone there in general. Like, they say it's dirty and shit, but I don't know, man. It just comes across as real gnarly.
Yeah, bro. I mean, when you look at it, bro, like you go back and watch like old cartoons of Pepe Le Pew, bro. Like that dude, that motherfucker was just a straight up sex pest, bro. Like, mon chéri.
Imagine Pepe Le Pew in 2024. Like,
bro.
Mate, Looney Tunes would be cancelled in a second.
100%.
In a second.
100%. I mean, bro, think about. Oh no,
sorry,
go, Piers. Sorry.
No, you go. Yeah.
No, but do you remember Mully Grubs, for example, when you were kids?
Yeah.
That face. It had the face, man. I think it was called Mully Grubs, where you just see this chick talking, and you could just see her lips.
What's
what I'm talking
about?
I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's called Mully Grubs, man. Back in the day on Channel 2.
Mully Grubs.
Look it up. It's pretty disturbing.
Well, I don't know if you guys would have seen this, but maybe you, Sarge, because you got a kid. But do you remember when it was a few years ago, probably like I don't know, maybe more than 8 years ago, when the Wiggles did that song "Papadum"? It's like "Papadum, Papadum, Papadum." And bro, like they got called out, They got called out for being so racist, bro. They've got like people dressed like they had the girl Wiggle, Emma Watkins, her name is like. Like Papadum in a fucking like outfit and shit, and then also like they've got the guys standing there with cricket bats going Papadum, like, and apparently bro,
with the cricket bat,
bro, they were like, and like they were like, oh, we had no idea this shit was racist, and it's like, damn, man,
God, man,
that's
Australia though. Yeah, but think about it. Us in Australia, for example, like we know how to take the piss on ourselves, man. And be cool with it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you compare us to the Americans, for example, if you try to be the way we are over there, you're a racist straight up. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas look at Superwog, for example. Have you seen all these shit?
I love
How the fuck does he get away with? No, but think about it. Have you seen the cop one, the latest cop one that was just going viral? Oh my God! Watch that shit. It's exactly what's going on with today's bullshit, right? But it's spot on. But if that was to be shown in the States like that or do that shit in the States, forget about it, man. Like, I'm telling you, whereas here we know how to take the piss on each other and we're cool with it instead of being labeled racist, you fucking racist and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, 100%, man.
We've definitely got that relaxed lifestyle over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, that's the thing where like, and we've spoken about woke culture and all that bullshit, right, in the past. And I feel like that sort of comes in and kind of like changing the Australian way of just like taking the piss.
And they're trying, dude. They're trying to do that.
They can try, bro, but if you're sick of that stuff and you want that inappropriate behavior, subscribe to the Piers Austin channel, True Story Thursdays. Every Thursday, 9 p.m. live, we drop it, and it's the most inappropriate.
Offend you at some point.
Oh yeah, bro. And if we haven't offended you, please in the comments, drop something that you're passionate about, and we'll fucking bury that shit. Don't worry, we'll get to you. We'll get to you.
just remember, we might not offend you this week, but tune in next week and the week after because we will offend you at some point. It's coming.
I mean, it takes a long time, bro. Like we have to get everybody, but
There's so many demographics.
And going back to the Wiggles, bro, I gotta say, man, like when my eldest was like young and started getting in the Wiggles, I hadn't watched them and they're all guys. So when I first saw like the Wiggles and they had like the yellow Wiggle with Emma Watkins, the redheaded like chick, I was sitting there like going, God damn, she's hot. And like she ain't like looking back, I'm like, man, she isn't really that attractive. Like when you see her outside of the Wiggles outfit, and then I was like, what the fuck is it, man? Like this is some, I said to my wife, okay, man, she is like, damn. And my wife's like, really? I don't know what it is, man, but she's got something.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say what it is, Piers, just in case.
Oh, bro, like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, it could be one of a few things, but it's better I don't say it.
Well, apparently, like the Wiggles, man, like they're like so incestuous with like their whole fucking like crew with dancers and musicians and stuff. No, I'm serious, bro. Because Emma, because the yellow Wiggle used to be married to the purple Wiggle, then they got then they got divorced, and then the yellow Wiggle started dating like the blue Wiggle's nephew, and then he started then the purple Wiggle started dancing a dancer, and then the red Wiggle married Dorothy the dinosaur. Yeah, man. Like it is the most like, bro. Bro, it's like the wrestling business and any form of entertainment business, bro. Like when you're around each other all the time, you're on tour, man. And obviously being the Wiggles, you can't exactly step out to go get some ass at a bar at the end of the night. So and you look to your own crew going like, damn, hey Dorothy, that helmet back, baby.
You turn on the bestiality, and next thing you know, you
sounds like an orgy going on. All of them, bro, the blokes, everything.
But in saying that, you look at the current state of the Wiggle at the moment. This is the topic we're talking about. But you've got the blue Wiggle, Anthony. His daughter's part of. Yeah, he last man standing. His daughter's the new blue Wiggle. He's got a couple of nephews in there that are playing lead roles as well. And it's a family business. It's definitely a family business for that one.
Well, you know what? They're megastars in the US, though. I think they're bigger in the US than they are. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So if talk about they can't just go to a bar, or whatever. I reckon in the States, they'll walk down and be like, "Oh, yeah, the Wiggles," and it's they get their Wiggle on after that, man.
Mate, we took our daughter. We've taken her to 2 Wiggle shows. One at the Cube at Campbelltown, which was a small, it maybe had 1,000 people in there.
Yeah.
And a great show. And then we took her to see one at the ICC. And, mate, they had I think there's probably about 3,000 or 4,000 people packed into there. They did 4 shows in the day.
Way.
And, mate, great show, great. Mate, you can't knock what they do. They're very well, they've got the act tuned very well.
Hey, man, they're one of Australia's biggest exporters ever, dude, to the world.
Mate,
I'm telling
you.
The
amount of merch that they push out the door as well.
Absolutely.
Like I went in there, I spent $200 there, like just on one 4.5-year-old and my wife. Like it's insane. And I can't be the only one that did that. So they got 1,000 people spending $400, like per show.
But could you imagine? Could you imagine if like the Wiggles, right, were like Motley Crue back in the day? Like they go out. No, listen, like they go out on stage, right, and they're just like, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, and they just go backstage, and Anthony's like sculling Jack Daniels. I mean, the red Wiggles doing like a line of coke of Dorothy the dinosaur's like fucking tail. You've got Lockie, the purple Wiggle, like tying a rope around his neck for like while he's jerking off and shit, and like trying to close the door. And then you've got like fucking Captain Featherstone like shooting up like fucking heroin and shit. Like, bro, that would be fucking like that's the behind the music I want to see, bro. I want to see behind the Wiggles music, bro, like back in the 90s type of style. You know that VH1.
Remember Hard Copy, that show back in the day, Piers?
Oh yeah.
The OGs were getting together for the Wiggles, and they were running over 18 shows.
What? They were really?
They were packing out venues, doing over 18 shows, just doing their original songs.
That's weird. That's
and
kind of
packing
weird.
the place together.
What sort of fucking adult wants to go see the fucking Wiggles without like, you know what I mean? Like, I took my youngest to see the Wiggles, like my elder, sorry, when he was like 2 to see the Wiggles, and I sat there. This is a fucking punish. And then Emma the Wiggle came out, and I was just like, hey, maybe it ain't that bad. You know, but he was starstruck like the whole time. He just stood there like this, like for 2 hours. 2 hours on there before me, was just like. And even when he left, he left and he was just like, and I'm like walking and holding his hand. He's just like standing, and I put him in the car, and then he's like, he went, I go, mate, you all right? And he goes, Anthony, Lockie,
Full mark.
And he just had like this, and he started shaking. And then I like took him to McDonald's afterwards because it was like a Father Sunday out, and I got him like a burger and whatever, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, Wiggle, and like, and then he came home. He was just like, man, he was like on some sort of shit, bro. Like, I'm just going, damn, bro, what did you like? Did you smoke that funny shit with Captain Feathersword back?
Mate, so here's a story for you. So when we went to the Wiggles concert at the Cube, did he take some? Probably yes. So we went to the show at the Cube. They had everyone sitting on the floor for this, right?
Wait,
so
is
they
this
had
the over 18 one or
no? This was the one I took my kid to.
Okay, yeah.
So we're sitting on the wooden floor, mind you. It's an hour show. 45 minutes into this thing, like my daughter, like because my daughter's very hypo, so like she was doing good. She was in a spot, and then she's gotten up to run and chase one of the characters, and I've gone to chase her. Little did I know, my entire leg had gone to sleep.
Oh, that's the worst.
I've gone to stand up. I've pushed up on my right leg. My left leg hasn't moved, and it's just gone limp. So I've gone to take off, and I've stacked it onto my left knee. I've gone to push myself up again, and I've actually fallen on my side, trying to get blood flow back in my leg to chase my kid. My wife's watching she's watching me go down. She's also watching Lockie the Purple Eagle, who's hissing himself laughing, trying to like mouth to her, is he okay? Or is he like, mate? I had so many parents come up to me after the show go, oh man, are you all right?
You're lucky you didn't break a leg though, for real.
Right, I thought my leg went inwards when I got
I'm telling you, man, because that's happened to me before too. The first time that ever happened to me, again, I just didn't think anything of it. But you know when you're sitting like fucking like on the bed sort of thing, but with your legs tucked.
Yeah. Do
you know what I mean? So you're sitting on your feet type of thing. But I'm not thinking anything of it, right? Like I didn't think my legs would. I just didn't realize. I got up, dude. I stacked it right into my like cabinet. Like I'm talking about this years ago.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was lucky I didn't break a leg because it felt like no shit. If I took any other turn, like left or right or whatever, that would have shattered my leg, man. And that's how dangerous it is to do that.
Especially sitting on a wooden like again, and that's another reason why I'm looking to drop some weight. Like 37 years old, 135 kilos, sitting on a wooden floor and just going, oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. But
I heard there's sort of legs work.
No, there's not.
Well, bro, you know what? Like the other night, right? Like I was asleep and I got up to take a piss in the middle of the night, and you know, what I mean, I'm not turning lights on in my fucking bedroom and shit. And I went into the ensuite. I go take a piss, and I come back out and I'm like, boosh, and I like my shin just collided with the wooden part of the bed. And I'm like trying not to make a noise, not to make my wife, and I'm just like fall face first, and I'm just like, and my wife just turns around, she goes, "Not now, I'm not in the mood," and I'm like, "No." I was just like, "No, my leg, bitch." Damn, like, and I'm like, it's been fucking sore ever since, man. But you know,
or when you're getting up and it's dark and you kick your little toe on something. And
the big one,
like on a table or a skirting board, and it's like, oh no,
skirting board. That's even worse.
That is fucking.
Why? How did we get onto this subject?
I don't know. Hot potato. Jesus.
That's savage,
Oh,
man.
You know what, bro? Like, I honestly think that they should make like Kevin Bloody Wilson songs into kids songs. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that was my Wiggles when I was a kid, bro. Like, man, I
I
remember
was going to ask you.
my grandfather used to play like Kevin Bloody Wilson songs when I was like fucking 3, 4 and shit.
That's
And,
cool, but
yeah, oh, bro,
see-
like I'd be sitting there going, "Hey, Santa Claus, you cunt."
but see, when we were growing up, right? I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but me particularly, I wasn't really into that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'd watch Humphrey B. Bear, whatever the fuck, Fat Cat, just because it was on, right? But I was never really into it though, like any of that shit. You know what I mean? For me, I know it sounds weird. It was always wrestling, even as a kid. You know what I mean? Other than sport, of course, right? In general. But I'm just saying, like, out of just TV shows, the wrestling had me that sort of like, what's the word?
Hey,
I can't even
Jimmy,
think of it.
Jimmy, let me
Sorry,
ask you a
yo,
question. Do you remember getting your first blowjob?
I do, yeah.
How long did it take for the guy to come? Sorry, man.
That's all right. You got me.
Hey, bro, you know what the worst like thing to hear is while you're blowing Willie Nelson?
Oh God. What?
Is Willie
Him
Nelson?
saying, "I'm not really Willie Nelson." That's
No.
fucked up, right? That's pretty fucked up. But dude, talking about blowing, so I actually no, actually not really, but
Good segue.
yeah, good, very good segue, bro. I actually was reading this article today that former adult film actress Mia Khalifa said in a podcast, I was used like a toy in the adult film world.
Bro, you sent that article through to us today, and I was having a read of it, and it's pretty heavy.
It
Right.
is, bro. You know what I mean? Like the heading turns around, and I was just like, when I saw it, and I was about to share it and go, like, isn't that kind of like fucking
The same
like
thing.
part of the job?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of the job description? But then I'm reading the story about
Kind
like
of
she got
turn
married at
Turn the
18.
cucumber into a pickle, sort of thing. Like it's part of the
Yeah.
job.
I was like,
Turn the cucumber into a pickle.
she got married at 18, and then like her husband was like, "Yeah, you need to, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you get married to a fucking hot ass chick like that, and you go, you're gonna get railed by fucking huge wang dudes." Like, you know what I mean? But she was saying like she is like that's like the darkest part of her past, bro. And I feel like that's one thing that a lot of people that go out there and do that sort of spicy content on those spicy sites and shit like that, they don't really realize that, man, that there comes a time to regret. And you know, you've out there taken a fucking, you know, a big black 12-inch cock down your throat, like it, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like there's honestly, you look at that and just go, fuck, man, like that story
Yeah,
in itself.
but see, I think she's just saying that just so she can come up for any reason, because she probably regrets it, like you said, Pierce, right?
Of
So
course
she's trying to
does.
justify exactly.
And she's been out of
All
the
I
industry
think- for
what,
years,
years?
right?
Easy.
Years, yeah. But I think she's just saying that shit just to justify, like, why she was doing it per se. You know what I mean? So she can convince herself, oh no, this was just, you know, that wasn't me. I was getting passed around. I was used. But I just think she's just doing that. It's all bullshit. Because I find her, a lot of the shit she says, man, I don't know. I find her sort of full of shit sometimes. You know what I mean? With some certain stuff.
You look at the porn game though, bro. Like a lot of those girls, they get into it at such a young age when they're like
Right.
just turned 18, bro. And it's like, you know what I mean, fast cash, bro. That fast lifestyle. You know what I mean? Where
Right,
are they
no, for
going?
sure.
Where are they going to make that kind of money? At such a young age, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like you go in there and you getting paid those big bucks, bro, to go in there and be like, hey, you need to just go in there and do like a 15-minute
Full
scene.
guzzler.
You know what I mean?
Guzzler,
Like
you know
it's,
what I mean?
you know, we're gonna rip your asshole apart for 45 minutes, and but you know what I mean? Like, but people like
Literally,
young girls and stuff like that,
cream
obviously.
pied all night.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Drinking wee and
She's
shit.
a
But
fucking no shit. She's a living, breathing fucking. What do you call it? what's the meat pies with fucking with the potato on top?
A potato pie?
Shepherd's pie?
Shepherd. She's a living, breathing shepherd's pie, bro.
Nah, bro. See, I don't like. You know what I mean? I saw the heading. As I said, I was like, this is a little bit like, okay, part of the job description of being like, you know what I mean? But reading it, And reading that article, bro, that was fucking heavy, man. That was heavy because it's like being in a toxic relationship and being like having the person that you love to be put in. And she even says, I was a pleaser. And I was like, yes, you were, sweetheart. But that was kind of like it is when you're young and you have no idea what to do, and you get into a relationship with someone and you want to please them, you want to be happy. Okay, you want me to go do this? Okay, I'll go do that.
And you look at, for years, she's been talking negative on that entire industry for so long. Like, she's been even while she was still in, she was talking very negative about it. And after reading that article, like you'd see other interviews and articles where like her peers in the industry would be going, if you're talking so negative about life, if you're shitting on it, why are you still here? And then you read that article and it's like, oh, okay, all right, makes a little bit more sense. But I don't know.
Well, for you to be involved in the industry, especially on a female perspective, I mean, surely you've obviously had some shit growing up. I mean, it has to be some sort of trauma, something. Like, I can't just see, sure, there's women out there that are infos and they love fucking sex and whatnot, right?
Well, Devlin turns around and said there's a YouTube channel that shows porn star deaths and how they died.
Yeah.
And how old they were. There's a lot that didn't make it past 30, bro.
Especially lately, though. Lately, there's been a lot of porn star deaths, man. On the female side, anyway.
Well, that's the thing, bro. These young girls, they get into it and they get in deep. And, you know, obviously to mask what they're doing, they get into that drug scene as well. They're pumping all sorts of, like,
man,
shit
if you're
up
not on drugs doing that, you have to be on something to be doing that shit. There's no way you're doing that straight all the time like that. I just can't see
I don't know, man. Sometimes people just see the zeros at the end of their paycheck and go.
There's that too, right? Yeah. But if you're a female, though, copping all that, like, I don't know, man. If I was a girl, I'd want to be on shit, that's for sure.
Yeah, bro. Man.
I mean, think about it. Like,
if you're a girl, I'd definitely want you to shave.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, man? Like, back in the day, bro, when I was younger, man, I was propositioned to go and do porn.
I've had a mate that got propositioned. Which is a true story too. He didn't do it though.
Nah, well, I got propositioned. They were like, "Hey, do you want to come and do some porn?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, no worries." They go, "What I got to do? You got to have sex with this person." I was like, "Okay, cool." I went and did it. They said, "How do you feel?" I go, "Yeah, not bad, but my ass is really sore." Kidding. But no, like it was in no shit. Like, I got propositioned for that shit, and I was just like, "This is wild, bro." Like, and you know what, like, but they try and hook people in. They're young people, and they have like an attractive girl come up to you. Hey, how you doing? You're thinking, oh man, I'm gonna be in this shit, and she just smells like fucking Winnie Blues, and fucking, you know, juke
blues.
And, you know what I mean? And you know,
jupe, like, Winnie Blues and jupe.
That real woman smell. You know what I mean? So, but nah, bro, I was propositioned. I was just like, I was a shy kid, man. I was like, fuck that. I was like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I was like, nah, man. Yeah, I was.
Think about it.
Shit.
Just say you guys were in the industry and shit and whatnot. Just say, right? Could you really be in a relationship? You wouldn't even love somebody the way normal people would love somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that would be just killed. Like,
well, I think that you look at it like
a different
thing of like, it's like you see people like in that porn industry that are married and stuff like that, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine like just, all right, honey, have a good day at work. Banged by Deontay and the boys. You know what I mean?
Deontay.
You know what I mean? But it's like, imagine even like a woman just kissing her husband goodbye, going, yeah, like you're gonna go and just get your world rocked all day by like fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but it also comes down as like, man, how could you then have like a regular sex life when you're going to work? And, like, you know what I mean? You're getting like,
but in saying that, I think that's why when you watch porn, you look at it and you think it's not real sex. Like, don't get me wrong.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Like, it's not what like life is in the real world, if that makes sense. Like,
what do you mean?
What? Well, lucky you.
It does happen though. Like, it really does happen though. You know,
yeah, like it's
but like, you know,
mate, you try to convince your missus to hop into some of those positions and all that sort of stuff.
Nah.
and then take the money shot at the end. Like,
You
Not
know
happening.
what? Yeah, well, I
fucking
think,
cop a
I think,
fucking-
you know, I told like the story, and I'll give you the short end, right? Like, you know, like about like how I learned about. I think you were on that podcast, right? When I was talking about how my dad like showed like.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and it was
What?
like, my dad made me watch porno when I was like 14. He's like, bro, like he's like, because my mum tried to have the chat with me, and my dad's like, all right, we're gonna leave the house. We're gonna put the, you know, when you leave, press play. And he came back and he was like, all right, son, what did you learn? I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to learn after watching like this 80s porn, like maybe 90s porn with a big like whatever. And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, every 2 minutes change positions, at the end spray for the face. Yeah, bro.
Oh
My dad,
God,
my
man.
dad, my dad was fucking ruthless, bro.
Well, see, for you guys, right? Because look, I've got WOG parents, right? So it could be a little different. But when you guys were growing up, did you hesitate to bring like girls over, say for example, just in
my
general?
my
When you were
mother.
young.
The only girl my mother ever met was my wife.
There you go. All right. So before I get into the story, then I like how you said that. Piers, I bet you were the total opposite.
'Cause
No,
I'm-
I was the total opposite, bro. I was like, man, I'd brought multiple girls home at a time at one stage, and like, yeah, bro, that
See,
yeah, like, dude, like I remember coming home to like when I was like 18, 19 after a night out and be like, I'm just going to my room to hang out.
full fucked off your face.
Oh, bro, I was like, they're just gonna give me a massage.
Full
By the way,
DVD
I gotta
visions,
pay
like full
By the
boing.
way, by the way, I owe them $100 each. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna turn my stereo up to 11.
Yeah,
Oh no,
You
bro.
you hear noises just because I've got a tummy ache.
Oh,
Shazam!
when I'm peeking. Yeah.
Have we got pancakes?
Well, anyway, don't get me wrong. I've come home like that, you know, back in the day too. But my parents wouldn't know the difference, fucking from that or normal. But anyway, cut a long story short. Basically,
I slept with a lot of bitches at my parents' house back in the day. Sorry, mom.
So-
Sorry.
but they were cool with it, right? Obviously, I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be bringing them over, obviously, right?
They didn't know.
Oh, well, even better. See, for me, I'd be too
Oh,
fucking
yeah. Oh, I don't know. They probably knew.
They probably did fucking know. Trust me, they would have known, bro. Even though we probably would have thought, nah, they don't know shit, but they do. But in saying that, I'd be embarrassed to bring a girl, right, like to my house because, you know, I don't know. My parents just thinking like that it just trips me out. Growing up, right? Just the thought of it. One day though, my dad comes up to me and goes, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah," yeah. He's like, "Are you gay?" Like, and this is during no shit. I swear to God, man, I'm not fucking kidding, right? The disgusted look on my face. Look, my missus is laughing in the background now, but I'm just like, what, right? And he's like, no. I go, and I'm like, "Bah, get the hell, just get out of here. Like, just get away from me for now." You know what I mean? Like the fact that you would even ask that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, because I'm thinking here I am trying to be respectful with my folks, right? And then here I am, my dad's asking me if I'm gay and shit. And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Fuck, if I knew that. Like, you know, and then from then on, I didn't give a fuck. But my point is, you know, for a long time, I was trying to, like, hide it. You know what I mean? In a weird sense.
Especially when you stumble through the door at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You know what I mean?
Look who I'm smashing.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? Like, I remember going to this girl's house, right? And I was like 16 and she was a year older than me. She was 17, right? And like, again, you know, because she smoked cigarettes, so she had that fucking woman smell. And it was like, you know what I mean? Like, she just, like, you know what I mean? She was like a year older. Like, I was 16, she was 17. And like, you just had like, I don't know, man. She just seemed like she was 40, right? So I go, like, you know, we're back at her place and we're like doing our thing and we're kissing and shit. And like, you know what I mean? I'm a 16-year-old kid, so I'm nervous as fuck. I don't know what I'm doing and shit like that. And I was like, fuck, this is wild. And then her mum burst in and I just jumped up and I just said what I thought her mum was going to say. So I was just like, this has got to stop. And like her mum just stood there and like this girl just stood there and they just looked at me and I was just like, Because I thought like maybe the mum would think I'm cool, like a nice guy, a good guy or something like that. And then it's like, yeah, I kicked myself for many times after that because I never got that opportunity back. You know what I mean? But
Oh man. Don't worry. I think we've all got stories like that. Put it that way. You know what I mean? But I've seen some disturbing shit too, bro. I've been, I don't want to so-called friends, right? But I've seen some cunts get all over their mum in a weird friggin' way, and I'm like looking like,
What
the fuck? Yeah,
you
dude.
see friends
Oh,
get
fuck
it.
it. I'll say it. He's going to be weird. Hopefully he's not listening to this. But I doubt he is. But I'm not going to mention names. Nah, you just wouldn't know him anyway. But no shit, man. Me and another friend in particular would always go to a mutual friend's house who used to live just a street away from us growing up, right?
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm saying this on the air. But anyway, because it's still a shits and giggles thing between me and a mate now. Like when we see each other, we're like, remember this shit, right? But anyway, we're fucking just chilling, man. I'll never forget it. We're playing FIFA fucking 99, I think it was at the time, right?
Yeah.
That's how many years back it was. And we're playing whatever, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, our friend's mum, she's kind of pretty friendly, bro. Like, extremely friendly. Especially now that I think back on it. We're under 18. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird shit. But you don't think too much of it anyway back then. But anywho, we see our friend's brother start humping like on his old lady, bro. Like
his mum.
Like, yeah, I'm not kidding, bro. Like,
so hang on a second. This was your friend's mum, like there was humping on his
friend's
own
mum. No, my friend's mum's brother started humping
your
his
friend's
old lady.
mum, your friend's mum,
brother, right?
So your friend's uncle was humping his.
No. Hold on. Just say your friend, right?
Yeah, pal.
Their sibling.
All right, so their brother. Okay, yeah, your friend's
Yeah,
brother.
get it? Right, yeah. So my friend's brother started, like she was in a doggy sort of position, right?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
and he starts, but the thing is, he's looking at us, right? Thinking like, look at me, like I'm fucking, like I'm some sick cunt. Literally, yeah. More like you are a sick cunt, if you know what I mean.
How old were you?
Well, this is 98, late 98. So I was playing FIFA 99. That's how I remember because it came out the year before, even though it's 99. Anyway, so 98, I was year 10. So I would have been 16.
And how old was
Yeah.
that? So it was
He was
girlfriend?
younger.
So it was his girlfriend?
No, it was his mum he was humping, bro. My friend's
Suck that
brother.
baby, bro. What the
I swear to God. That's haram right there. No, but really, like, no shit. And he's looking at us like I'm a sick cunt doing this, yeah? Like, so it's like, look at me. And me and my mate's poking me. Like, she was just laughing. Bro, it was the most bizarre shit. It scarred me for life, dude. Like, because I'll never forget it, you know what I mean? So my mate is poking me. My mate's poking me like, hey, trying to get my attention. I look and I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And we're laughing and we're just looking at him like, bro, you all right or what? Like, what the fuck's wrong with his family? Like, who does that to their old lady, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, that's just fucking weird shit. But that family was kind of weird, to be fair.
Oh, bro, man, that
is now that I think back,
that is very strange, man. And you know what, bro? In all honesty, man, if God intended for you to see your mum's tits, bro, He would have made her your cousin. You know what I mean? Like. Oh, bro.
And that's how Piers got the title.
No, bro. Actually, there's. Oh man, I could tell you some stories. Put it that way, but maybe I'll save some of these party stories for future episodes of this one because speaking of cousins, I mean, fuck. Oh man, like hold on. No. Have you ever known like second or third cousins? Like,
nah.
Well,
in what sense? In what sense are we talking?
In the biblical
like just in the biblical sense. Like no, just in general. Like normally, like technically, I don't know my third cousins or my second cousins. If I met them, it was probably when I was fucking 4 years old, 3 years old, if that, right?
Yeah. I'm part of generally a big family, bro. I know kind of third and fourth at this point.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. Well, what's your background?
Australian Maltese.
Oh, jeez. Enough said. But anyway, enough said.
Right?
Nah, Maltese are crazy, man.
Yes.
Crazy. All the Maltesers I know,
married
man, they're all. Oh, is yours
I'm married to one.
Maltese? Is she?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
the women, they're nutcases, man. They'll kick the
Yeah,
shit out of
They're
you.
deadly, bro.
I'm telling you, I love Maltesers for that, man. But now I got thrown off. Oh yeah. Anyway, so your second and third cousins, you were saying. I never knew mine, but back in the day, do you guys ever go on Merc? Do you know what Merc is?
Nah.
You don't know what Merc is, really? Okay.
No.
IRC. Basically, what is it? Yeah, I know. That's why I said Merc. MIRC. That's what it was called. So basically, it was like a social media before.
Like a little chat
Social
room
media.
shit.
Yeah, it
like,
was a chat. It was a chat room. Like literally, it was pretty big in Australia, man. Like there'd be all sorts of channels. Basically, there'd be whatever. Trust me, you would know it. It was a big deal at one stage. But anyway, like, did you ever meet anyone off the internet? Like any chicks off the internet back in the day when you were young?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I had the Yahoo chat, bro, when internet first came out. When you got that dial up and oh, bro, I met up with fucking heaps of chicks.
So
Like,
did
not-
I, and I made some good friends even off that, man. It was like a big deal back then, right?
Jeez,
But
what
the
did we have?
point-
We had ICQ. When I
Oh yeah, I used to love
Show
ICQ.
me, show me on the doll where they touch you, Jimmy.
What? Show me your what? A
Show
dong?
me on the doll. Show me on the doll where they touched you.
Oh.
He touched me in the private area.
No, hey, man, that shit, that was a big deal. In some ways, I wish it was, but then again, you don't know what people look like back then. Because when they'll send you a fake picture, you go and meet them, and they're the biggest, ugliest, fattest fucking, like, I don't know, I've met some fucking pigs, bro, like, off that, put it that way.
Well, bro, you know
Like-
what? I remember back in the day, I was single. I went and met this chick off there, and she sent me like photos, but they were like photos like that, and I'm like, going, oh yeah, she looks all right, whatever. And like one night, she texts me, she's like, hey, do you want to come over? And I'm like, yeah, like let's go. And I went over there, and I knocked on the door, and all I heard was, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like, is this an earthquake we were experiencing? And the door opens, and I'm just like, oh, wow. And she's like, chopper hungry. Yeah, no shit. And then she's like, yeah, you want to come in? Yeah, she goes, you want to come in? I'm like, yeah, okay. And then like, she's like, oh, so we're sitting there and just like, she's like, you want to do some drugs? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need to, yeah. So
Shit.
we did some cocaine, and then she's like, you want to fuck? And I'm like, I'm weighing up my options at this point. I'm probably not. She's like, I can give you a blowy, and I'm just like, can you turn the lights off? She's like,
No, even that.
yeah, bro, and like, bro, like, you want to talk shame, bro? Like, that was one of those shameful moments, bro. Like, you know how I say I feel shameful when after I have a cigarette, bro. I couldn't have enough showers after that one, bro. I was just like, oh my god, I just sat in the shower when I got home and just rocked in the fetal position, just crying, man. I was like, fuck,
That
no.
bad.
Yeah, bro.
So-
It scarred me for life, bro.
We were wrestling up in Port Macquarie, and I had a carload of
Nice.
boys. We went up in one hit, and after the show or after the matches, the boys are flicking through Tinder. 3 of the boys,
Shut the doors and turn the lights low.
three of the boys matched with this one chick. And they're all chatting. They're going, yeah, I'm chatting this bird. And they've all looked at it and they've gone, oh, it's the same chick. So they're
no
like,
shit.
they've ended up talking her into the 3 of them and the one of her. And they're like, Sarge, you got to take us to the place. And I'm like, man, we've got a 6-hour drive home. This chick's like an hour out of the way. And I'm like, all right. So they took me into it. We get to this house, and I kid you not, there were 3 Harleys lined up at the front door.
Oh no.
And I'm like, boys, there is no way I'm dropping you off at this place. There is no
way.
Actually, I'm not sitting at the front, and I'm not sitting on a lounge waiting for you boys to be done. I'll tell you right now.
Dude, dude.
What, so what, no. I want to hear the rest of it. Wait. I want to hear
I'm
the rest of
that's
the
the rest of it. I wish I had the rest of this. I wish there was
No,
more of it. It was like,
They
That's
just
it.
remind me.
They bailed. They shit themselves. And were like,
yeah,
fuck
bro,
this.
three Harleys sitting at the front. And
I
it's like,
s-
oh, yeah,
you just reminded me.
I would have
You just
knocked
reminded me of a story that happened to me and a friend of mine, and I swear to God, right? I'm doing my cross. This is legitly a true fucking story. When I say legitly, no, because when I say it, it's gonna sound like bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you
Legit-
saying the Harleys, no, you mentioning the Harleys though, for real, like just
Yeah.
made me like remember something, even though I've never forgotten it, but I've pushed it like far away, kind of thing. But no shit, similar story happened, except the reverse in some ways. But with me and a mate, my mate Skeg, we're kicking a soccer ball, yeah. But we're about to we had work that day, but we had like the day off basically, but we weren't starting till fucking in the afternoon, right? So we're just kicking a soccer ball around at the park, and this woman turns up, right? And I mean, she looked like a throwback from the 80s, like had the fucking like no fringe at the front, the hair fucking straight down. You know what I mean? Like the jeans. She looked like
mullet.
a bikey bitch. The mullet, bro. She had a mullet, like literally, but not like a full blown like
A chick
mullet, but a chick mullet, right? So anyway, we're kicking the ball, and she's like, "Oh, do you guys play soccer here, right? Whatever for this club?" And we're like, "Nah, we're just kicking the ball, right?" And she's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Why?" You know? She's like, "Oh, because she owns a stripping agency or some shit," and she's wondering like if she could, if you want strippers, whatever, pay her and fucking she'll bring strippers. And we're like, nah, we're not part of the club, blah blah blah. But she wouldn't fuck off, yeah. Like she just kept loitering, just sitting there watching us, whatever. And I'm like, is there a problem? Like, why are you still here? You know what I mean? No offense, whatever. And she's like, oh no, nothing. So she walks towards us. I kid you not, just went for it, bro. She just went to grab me and my mates, like, cocked. Like, straight up, man. Like, I'm not kidding when I say it, because it's the only time this happened to me, right? But my mate made me laugh, right? Because he grabs it, he's like, whoa, easy, tiger. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, just his reaction, I'll never forget it, right? And I'm like, fuck off, bitch. What are you doing, man? You know what I mean? You all right or what? Like, she's like, oh, man, can you just fuck me or whatever? I'm like, straight out, like, and I'm like, nah, man. Okay, you know what? My missus on the way. Bro, I've never experienced it's rape, dude. Like straight up. And this is only happening in my local area, dude. Do you know what I mean? And this happened back in 2010 now. But still, I remember it like it was yesterday. We go and sit on the bench, right? Me and my friend now. And this bitch gets in between us and goes for it. Like she would not stop, bro. Like when I say wouldn't stop, I'm like, mate, my missus is gonna like turn up here any second now, because she was. And she'll kick the fuck out of you, basically, right? If she sees you or whatever, right? And she's like, nah, mate. Basically, had to run. I go to my mate Pete. I go, Pete. Okay, mate. If you want to fuck it, go for it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge. Look, she was a bush pig, bro. She was pretty feral, right? But still,
nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
like, yeah, nothing wrong with that. I go, if you want to fuck, go ahead, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. But just get her away from me. You know what I mean? And man, we had to tell her to get fucked practically. Like, and I mean. Like legitly get fucked for her to fuck off. She would not stop, man. It was like, I'm shocked
man,
just thinking about it, bro. Like,
bro. I wouldn't have been saying no. I would have been saying, hey, man.
nah, trust me. She was like a biker looking chick too, man. Like she just come across like someone's old lady. And I don't mean that in the mum sense. I'm talking about like a Mrs. sense. But yeah, nah, trust me, man. Like there was something off about that, bro. But not just that. I mean, who does that? Like, imagine going to the cop shop, yeah, and saying, hey, I nearly got raped. They'll laugh at you, man. Especially my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that'd be like going, bro, like, you don't look like a guy who gets much ass, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no, but for real, like, they wouldn't believe it, dude. Like, there's no fucking way they would believe it. I just don't see it. But if a chick cannot get raped, right, and accuse some kind of rape and pretty much fuck the bloke up, you know what I mean? But imagine it the other way around, like, I don't know, man. It's just it's bizarre.
The thing is like sexual assault victims, they get a payout. So if they get convicted, the person gets convicted or whatever, or the person gets arrested, they get like a monetary payout. And I was actually told this by a police officer that that he like basically had the same woman who had tried to like accuse multiple guys of like thing, but what she would do is like hey, let's hook up on Tinder, let's go do this, and these guys just going, man, this is my lucky day. This chick's GTF, right? You know what I mean? Like DTF, sorry, not GTF. Fucking get the fuck, you know what I mean? But DTF down the fuck, and like go there, do the thing. Yep, bang, bang, bang. As soon as it's done, go to the police station. I was just sexually assaulted. I was just,
Fuck.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking wild, man. It's fucking wild.
I know a guy that's been locked up for that shit too. Whether he did it or not, he claims he didn't. But if he didn't, that's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean?
See,
like,
there's also, I think it's something the New South Wales government's done, is on the app you can there's a consent form that they've got where two people can consent to sex and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
And it's done no. Honestly, I think it's done, so-called done to protect people. But in saying that, at any point, whether the deed's happened or it hasn't happened, you can cancel your consent.
What?
Yeah, it can happen. It can happen.
So wait. So hold on. So if you just say you sign this fucking form, right? You both consent, and then afterwards you regret it. Like after you've done the deed, you totally regret it, and now that becomes null and void.
Well, bro, like even if it, like I've heard, like if you're like in the middle of sex, right, and like one party goes like no, I'm out, and if you go for another pump or like dip down again,
that's rape.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's bullshit, man. That's so wrong. You can't do that to people, man.
But could you imagine going to have like a spontaneous night out, like you hook up with a chick, like you're single, you're out of that nightclub, hey, you know what I mean? We're vibing, she's vibing you're vibing her. Hey, listen, you want to get out of here? Yeah. Hey, before we go, just put your details into my phone real quick. Oh, you want my number? No, this is the consent. Like, do you want to fuck? We're going to fuck tonight? Yeah, we're going to fuck tonight. Yeah, cool. Can you just put that here in writing? And can I get a voice recording saying that you and you state your full name are going to have sex with me, state my full name at this address? You know what I mean, bro? Like, that would be a fucking mood killer and a half, wouldn't it?
Dude, like, nothing screams turn on than signing fucking paperwork to fucking screw. I mean, come on, man. That's wrong. That's so wrong. But does that really exist, boys? Like, for real?
Apparently.
Yeah, bro.
No shit.
Bro, you want to hear something else that's fucking wild? Bro, apparently Snoop Dogg is getting paid bank to be at the Olympics. Like $500K a day to be at the Olympics, plus expenses.
Dang. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though, with some of the commentary that man has been doing, he is earning every cent. He is earning every cent. Like,
I know. I got to hear this. Some of this stuff. You got anything?
I got it. I don't. Yeah.
Oh my God! Snoop said I gotta put the horse in the video. Chain. I need that.
And it made me laugh.
Here you go.
Horses. I like this. This is equestrian.
This is prancing.
They call this equestrian.
By the way, look at that horse.
Did you? Oh, the horse crip walking, cuz. You see that?
That's what horse crip walking.
Oh, no, man.
Let's go. Off the chain. I gotta get this in the video.
Well, bro, you know what's funny? Snoop Dogg was doing commentary on like the UFC Contender Series, and apparently like he was sitting near the cage and shit, right? And he's like just blazing the fuck up the whole time.
Blazing even on the UFC fucking.
Yeah, bro. And they had to go and put him in a fucking private room because apparently the fighters were getting a contact, and they were like, and someone's like, did they complain? He's like, some of them did, but others were just like, yeah, man, that's all good, cuz.
That's the SNWP, cuz. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know where it is, but there's a video that someone was talking to Snoop about one of the best times he's ever blazed up. and he started going on about a story between him and Willie Nelson playing dominoes.
Oh no! Oh, that'd be awesome. This sounds good
I-
already, right?
Mate, if it just apparently it was just a great night between the two men, and it was just two men blazed off their face and dominated all night.
That's awesome, man. I think
I-
Snoop would be an awesome dude to like hang out with, though.
Bro, you know what, man? Like if I could blaze with like if I could blaze with any three people in the world, like if I could have it like a smoke out session with any people in the world, this would be my party. Snoop, Rogan, yeah, Joe Rogan. Yeah, it's funny as fuck. Tommy Lee,
A 17-hour conversation as well.
yeah, Tommy Lee,
Mm.
and who else? Not Willie Nelson, that's for sure. Cheech and Chong,
Oh, that'd be a
and
funny one.
yeah, and maybe Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
Did he already do
yeah.
something too?
Huh? Yeah, I
Didn't you
did.
say you already smoked?
I did that on my at my honeymoon in
What would
Hawaii.
you do?
I smoked up with Cypress Hill on my honeymoon.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, I met him, and I was
No
like,
shit. No, really.
yeah, I met Sendog. He was staying at the same hotel as me, and then
That's
like
awesome.
when we're walking back from dinner that like the next night or that night, him and Be Real were there. I'm like, hey, there's Sen, and he's like, hey, this is my boy Piers from Australia. This is Be Real, and I'm like, oh shit. B was like, I was like, yeah, what's up, like, what's up, blood? You go good, cuz? And I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, you fixing to roll one with us? And I'm just like,
Wait, you're
Yes.
gonna roll? They wanted you to roll one for him?
no, they're like, you want to roll one
Okay,
up?
yeah,
with
roll
me?
with them, yeah,
You want to light one up with us? And I'm just like, I look at my wife and she's like dead set against it, and I'm just like,
Sorry, but in one opportunity, I'm fucking
yeah,
taking it.
I was just like. And I was like, yeah, that
That's
shit,
the shit.
that was the shit right there, bro. Yeah, I got to do
That's
that.
awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Cypress Hill, yeah. I mean, fuck. Who else, man? Who else is like famous weed heads?
Oh, there's quite a few.
Yeah,
There would be
I
a
don't know.
few. Some
But
people
yes.
on the low too, but if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg would definitely be. I feel like if you were hanging out with Snoop Dogg, you would have to be obligated to fucking roll up a blunt.
Oh yeah, 100%.
just-
There's no ifs or buts. Even if you didn't smoke, you'd smoke just because of Snoop.
Yeah, and maybe Martha Stewart.
Hey, him and Snoop are like, I mean, her and Snoop are like this. They're
Oh,
like
bro,
best
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, no, like I don't know, like it'd probably be someone like really out of left field, you know what I mean? Like someone like fucking Bill Clinton, or maybe yeah, George W. Bush, yeah, yeah, or like Biden, you know, or Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, see, I only smoked pot once, and I fell asleep in a puddle face down for 4 hours because of the like 11 beers I'd had before I did that.
Fuck, where's Jimmy gone?
Don't
Oh,
do
there-
that. I'm right here. All that Blaze talk made me want to just have a quick
Spark
one just then.
Spark one up for the boys, yeah, that's it.
No,
bro.
I'm a you know, I'm a beer
Yeah.
guy, but I thought, you know, I won't be rude. I won't fucking do it on the air, but yeah.
Why
I just
not,
think
bro?
just do it. I just well, you wouldn't care if I fucking I don't like doing it just in case, man. You never know.
I wouldn't give a fuck. My
No, you don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, the fuck.
Next time then.
Oh, you know what? You know what's interesting? I actually quit weed. I quit weed in
Yeah,
July.
you said that, which is
Yeah.
weird, man, because I remember you were smoking, man. I remember being on the phone with you while you were smoking up too.
Yeah, bro. I fucking love it. I love it, bro.
What made you,
Man, it just, bro, I don't know, man. It made me lazy, I think. And I was just like, man, I need to fucking get my fitness back in the check and just get back into routine in the gym and just be like, man, I need to fucking kick it up a notch. And it was like, man, I need to fucking pull back. Like, bro, I love it, bro. I love fucking smoking weed. Like, that is my ultimate fucking,
I could
that is-
tell.
like, bro, I fucking, man, my lips are going purple just talking about it, bro. But like, in all honesty, I do. I love it. But you know, it makes me very lazy to the point where it's like, even when I'm not actually smoking, but like during,
Just come
not
fuck.
when I'm actually, you know what I mean? Like, just, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go to the gym, man. I just fuck it. I'm just going to kick back and just eat a bag
Man.
of chips.
My mate, man, every time he had a billy, right, for example, he would faint. So it would be, but it was normal though. Yeah, like the first few times he used to, you'd trip out a bit, be like, what the fuck? But then it became such a norm. People that didn't know us, people would like say at the drive-ins or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
just pass that, I swear, because that's one that sticks out to me. People are freaking out, like, no, just stay away, don't worry, you'll be fine. He'd literally just boom, like collapse. And I'd be like, Jace, man, don't fucking smoke anymore, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, no, it's all good. But why? I've never known anyone that it's done that to, man. I wonder why that
Me
would happen.
neither,
That's
bro.
strange. Yeah.
Me neither, bro. Me neither, man. I remember like doing an edible cookie once, and it's surprising enough with this chick that I met online, and we went out to dinner, and she gave me this like edible cookie, and I had it, and I was sitting there, and I was looking at her and going, "What the fuck? Am I married to this person?" I was like, "Fuck!" Before I was married, I was like,
Dude.
"I'm going like, what? Am I in a different universe right now?" And I'm
No
like,
shit.
yeah, bro. I started freaking out. Like I'm sitting there at this fucking restaurant, and I'm just sitting there like going like, man, it's time stood still.
Man, do you
Like-
remember like the first times you've ever smoked? Like the very first times, right? The very first time I smoked, I felt like I was gonna die, bro. Like it was that bad. Like I was tripping that bad. Like I thought I was gonna die. No shit.
Nah,
Eventually,
bro,
obviously, you get over that. Never had that feeling.
Yeah, never had that. Nah, bro.
I swear.
No, but I fell asleep for 4 hours in a puddle, face down.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
fucked up.
Bro, the first time I smoked, I was like 14 and went back to my best friend's house who's like Middle Eastern, and his mum would always like have all this, like you go in the dining tables just fucking
Like, Dalahan.
yeah. You just go in there, and then there's like the sajuk, the labni, the fucking
God.
the custards, like
The
everything,
tabuli, the hummus.
the tombuli, the hummus, like everything, bro. And you just like the bastama, the fucking kibenea, all
What
that.
about the baklava as well? Probably.
Oh yeah, that was for the
Jeez.
bro. Like and I remember just going back, and I was like so high, and I'm just like, man, you think your mum knows we're stoned? He's like, no, why? And I'm like, bro, look at all the food she made. and he's
You know
like,
what? That's a good point, though, man.
but he's like,
That's a
"Cuz,"
fucking great point.
he's like, cuz shut the fuck up. My mum says this all the time. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna really enjoy smoking weed and coming here, bro. And then I never stopped smoking from that day on, baby.
Oh no shit, man. There was one point where I had like anxiety. I didn't know it yet, right? I thought I was having heart problems, dude. Like I went to go and get my blood work done and shit. This is back in like 07, right? But to be fair, now that I think back on it, I was going through stress at work and a lot of bullshit. Anyway, but I didn't know that yet, right? So I remember one day I'm just fucking driving, and I used to have a VL back in the day, right?
You
And
VL
suddenly-
from little cuz.
I know, 2 of them, bro. Bellinas, yeah. I loved them, bro. I wish I still had them, but that's another story. But anyway, so I'm driving, whatever, right? And I remember we just bought Macca's, and suddenly I just had this rush, man, go through my body, man. And I'm like, what the fuck is this feeling, man? I stopped because I'm telling you, I just started driving like a maniac. Like, I don't know if you've ever had anxiety and then you're driving and you start driving like a fucking, like a dumb cunt, man, like straight up. So I pull up, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, but fucking, I need to chill out, right? Eventually I go to the doctor's, whatever, to get a fucking blood test and whatnot, and the doctor's laughing at me. He's like, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I think there's something wrong with my heart, whatever, right? He goes, it's anxiety, I'm telling you. And when we did the blood work and all the testing and all that shit, he was right. But I couldn't I couldn't smoke for a long time, man. Every time I had a billy, I'll just get this anxiety
Paranoid.
attack every time. Do you know how long it took me to get over that, dude? And once I got over that,
5 bongs.
nah, like, it took more like, no shit. Nah, for real. It took, the more I had, the
Yeah.
more it was bad, dude. I couldn't explain it, man. But, yeah, no, it was that bad where I was considering, I'm like, I got to quit smoking, man. I can't fucking smoke anymore. I just can't. Right. And, but luckily I got over it. And now I don't even get any fucking anxiety attacks. I haven't had them for like over 10 years, but still it was weird, dude. Weed would cause anxiety attacks at the time for me.
Devil in Disguise says he wants
that's
to
awesome.
with Mario Milano and Salem. Bro, fuck. But
That
you know
would be
what?
funny.
Oh, dude, like, man, but you know what? Like, because I was known as like because you know, I mean, on the podcast, I didn't give a fuck. Like I always say, yeah, I smoke, and I was like, for the longest time, bro, every podcast I did, bro, I'd be fucking stoned out of my mind. You go back and look at all my podcasts up until like 2 months ago. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah,
No,
I, mean,
I don't get ripped like that anymore, but
nah, bro, like I would go to, I'd be at shows and shit, and I'd like meet people like that are working on the shows, and they're like, hey, man, I really love the podcast. I'm like, thanks, man. He's like, you want to come and smoke a joint with us after the show? I'm like, yeah. I was like, that's why, like, I'd go there with Vinny Vane to the show, and he'd be like, I'd be like, oh man, I'm just gonna go outside. He's like, another one? I'm like, yeah, someone wants to go blaze one up with the truth. And I'm like,
oh man, I love Vinny Vane, but that's how I felt. Like I didn't want to smoke in front of him, man. You know what I mean? Like, even though he didn't give a fuck, but it's funny.
Bro, he's the most chill bag. He doesn't give a fuck, bro. Vinny's like, fuck, man. Vinny
I know, but that's the initial. Like I was saying to you off the air, I'm like, because you know he's a Greek boy too, and it's like it's hard to explain, man. It's
a wog thing, yeah.
It's just it's a weird fucking thing, but he does give you those vibes, you know, even though he's not. Like it's just
he doesn't give two fucks, bro. He's like, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Do your thing, man. Yeah, like, bro. I've tried to get him to smoke weed so many fucking times, and he won't do it.
Oh no,
I've tried,
bro.
But you know what? Like, like for someone like him, man, I think he would hit it just once, and he'd be like, "Fuck this shit."
This, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it would just give him a new lease on life, bro. I actually told my mum, because my mum's like, oh, you know, my mum had a fall a couple weeks back, and she's like, oh, you know, I was just rushing, and I'm like, what are you fucking rushing for? You're retired now. She's like, oh, you know, because she was a nurse and all this sort of stuff. Oh, it's the nurse in me and blah blah. I said, Mum, you just need to fucking get some weed. And I just I'm like, I'll get it for you. I was like, actually, you know what? You could probably get the medicinal stuff. And it's like, you know, you just
you got excited.
I go, no, I was telling us, like, you just hit it, and then, man, you're never gonna rush again, mama. You're gonna be like,
oh man, my mate used to make salad for his parents, right? And no shit, chop up weed in there, and he'd be like, "Watch this," you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
they're real off the boat.
But you're not going to get high from that.
No, but you know what's funny? Like they're full blown off the boat. Like when I say off the boat, like his folks are like off the boat, and they'll be saying in Greek, for example, like, "Oh, I'm still hungry for some reason. Like I wouldn't mind something more to eat." Or like, you know what I mean? And he'd make them even more fit. They'll get the full blown munchies, man. I'm like, why are you doing this to your folks, man?
But if that, he's just putting raw bud in a salad?
Yeah, like you chop it up though, like pretty funny.
Yeah,
and make a salad.
It's not going to get you high.
Well, apparently you got them fucking smacked. Like, put it that way. I mean, if you don't smoke, think about it. I mean, they're older people too.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm sure it'll do something.
But the thing is, if you eat raw bud, like, it doesn't do shit to you, bro. Like, you got to decup.
Maybe not to us.
No, it won't do anything to anyone. It'd just be like,
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that.
Bro,
I think it would.
I swear to you, bro. Go research, bro. You got to decarboxylate it, which means you got to heat it up like in an oven first before you even cook with it.
Yeah, for the THC to fucking.
Yeah, like, bro. There's a whole process, bro. Like you got to fucking. I mean, I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying, bro. Like, don't look at me like I'm a fucking, you know.
I think that's why. Especially when people make brownies and stuff, you've got to
you have to like cook that shit
the butter before you and let it cook.
Most people in the US have a problem with it. Teachers, parents, and bosses. Oh man.
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
Well, I'll tell you,
that's the most like, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, boys. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow.
Damn, we're ready.
You know what that means, right?
We're done?
Mate, we are a juice foreskin, bro. We are fucking out of here. But
nothing from the veteran this week.
Nothing from the veteran this week, man. He's actually got COVID. He's got COVID, bro. He's got the vid.
Really?
Yeah, bro. So
It's probably more an STD rather than COVID.
yeah, more than likely. But, man, what do you boys got planned? What do you guys got coming up? Let's give everything a plug. What we got going on? Big Sarge, what do you got happening, brother?
Hey, nothing for a couple of weeks. I've got I've just had a mind blank. I'm doing a show at the King Tom Club on August 18. I think that's a Saturday. Wrestling the Samoan Warrior at PWF, which will be fun. I've known I helped train him when he first broke in, so
no shit.
it'll be fun. And then
Scotty
rock and roll coming. That's it. He's always a good chat. It was always a lot of fun. Rock and roll, AWS, mate, all that coming up soon as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got rock and roll. I don't know, unless I've been unbooked and fired as general manager, but I don't know. Maybe I still got a couple more weeks to go, doing some podcasts, and there's definitely going to be some shit. No, I'm kidding, but no, I think I got AWS coming up on the 31st. 31st? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 31st. But keep up to date on what I'm doing on all my socials. I'll be sharing stuff out. Make sure you go and check out some merch. Link in the description of this podcast. Get I've got merch. I'm a Piers Austin guy shirt. We're going to get some shirts made up for Big Sarge going, the fake tits felt real. That shirt is coming. Your mum is ring rat. That shirt is coming.
That's a good one. That's
perfect.
Yeah. I'm thinking of just more and what I mean? I'm here for the rat section. All that, but Jimmy T from the PWC, what do you got going on, bro?
Oh man, I've got a few things going on. For example, tomorrow you can find me on the Smack Attack with myself and John Enright, hopefully, because he wasn't on the show last week. It was me and Jeff Lippman, the good old evil doctor himself. And the day after that, me and the American veteran in the vet Jamie Williams also record the wreckage where we talk AEW Collision every week, which is hard. That's rough, bro. That is extremely rough, but still we make it entertaining enough where you would want to tune in. And that's usually, at Australian time, it's 1 a.m. our time, Eastern. But we go, because they're all Americans, we go by their time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, American time, that is. And also, me and Big Ray are doing a show very soon called I Like It Raw, where we'll be talking about Raw. And this is all for channelattitude.com. I'm looking forward to that show, though, but it's a great name. I Like It Raw, on channelattitude.com via Hamin Media Group on the YouTube. And I think that's it for now. I'll
tell you what, man, once you guys got that show with you and Big Ray, man, I'd love to come on and be a guest if you guys.
We'd love to have you on, but will you be up at 1 a.m. though?
What day are you filming that shit?
1 a.m. on a Monday, our time, which will be Tuesday morning, their time. So Wednesday will be our time. Tuesday morning, their time.
Yeah, probably not, bro. But if I'm on leave, I definitely will. But maybe I can join the Smack Attack tomorrow night for you.
Please, bro, you should come and join us. Actually, come and join us for the Smack Attack. Believe me when I tell you that.
All right,
I want someone. Actually, you got to come on, bro. Plus, John will be wrapped for you to jump on that. And congratulations to Bin Hamin too for making it to the Immortal Wrestling Hall of Fame. By the way,
amazing.
So,
Bin Hamin, my mentor and big brother. Just a big shout out to him, bro. So
absolutely, man. And he's both our mentor, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing it on Hamin Media Group. So big shout out to Bin Hamin.
Hey, man. Well, look, as I said, we're a juice foreskin. We're cutting it. We're out of here. We'll see you again next week. True Story, greatest podcast in the world. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. Till then, take care. Take it easy. And if she's easy, take it twice.